Hi, Dave Bykowski here with another laminized story. Today we're going to talk to Elena. Elena's just been laminized for a few days. I think it's just been 3 or 4 days. So we're going to talk to her and she's going to tell us what being laminized means to her. First, we're going to say, like we always do, that this is not a cure. This laminine does not mitigate diseases. It's simply a natural product that, when taken, helps the body to help itself. So we want to be very clear with that. So with that said, Elena, how are you doing today? You want to tell us about life before and after taking laminine?
Sure. I'm doing fine. To begin with, I suffered from depression and post-traumatic stress syndrome, and that started because of the death of my mother 15 years ago. It just affected me very deeply. But I didn't start taking Lexapro till about 7 years ago, and by that time I was just not in a good place. So I was trying to wean myself off of a 20 milligram down to a 5, and I was at a 5 and doing really good, and I figured I was fine. So I figured I'd go cold turkey. So I stopped taking the 5 milligram, and I had not yet heard of laminine. So in the meantime, when I got off the Lexapro, I was in a lot of mental torment and physical pain from the withdrawals, and pretty much tried to keep it to myself, but I was pretty raw. During this time, I heard that about laminine from Veronica, and she explained it to me, and then from there, I went on to read everything that I could, and anything on YouTube that would explain, about laminine, what other people were going through, and I just thought that's so awesome. So I ordered it, and I took the first one. It was Thursday the 23rd, and I had had a headache since February 6th from the withdrawals, and it was pretty bad. My whole body was just still hurting too. But I took the laminine at 4 o'clock, 4:15, and within an hour the headache was gone.
Wow. And I'm going to stop you here, Elena. I want to let people know, and I've told you that probably wasn't the best thing to do to stop your Lexapro. That there are side effects, and I want to make sure that the audience know that probably wasn't a good choice. But I know you wanted to get off of it, and that was your decision. But I'm so glad that taking laminine has helped you. Now, how's it been going forth now with taking the laminine?
Okay, so by the 24th, the next day, I woke up at 6 a.m. and I took 2 laminine that morning, and I thought, well, maybe I'll stay awake. But I did. I went right to bed, woke up at 9 o'clock that morning, and by that time, my shoulders, my back, I have arthritis all over my body. I was in a lot of pain. Also, withdrawals, I was having double pain for everything. So, and then that morning I woke up and I felt such a peace, and it was great. I felt no pain, and I had peace, and it was great. By Saturday this morning, I woke up and I realized how happy I was that I felt like I was living a different life.
Wow, that's wonderful.
I was balanced emotionally, and my husband's just like amazed at how I am, and he says that you can tell the difference immediately.
Well, that's just beautiful, And I know you're early into this being laminized, as I call it, and I think we're going to see wonderful more things coming up. Do you think you can share this with some people?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sharing a lot because I'm the type of person that when I know something works, and on top of that, it's a natural snake, why not? What do you got to lose? And if you know that, you know in your heart, you know that it works, you're going to tell the next person, and that's just how I am. I want to see people better. I want to see them happy, and I want to see them also, too, and as they want to see themselves happy and pain, not feeling the pain of arthritis or being depressed. That's the worst place to be.
So let me make sure I got this right. For 15 years, you've been going through these struggles with depression. And are you telling me that this is the best you felt in 15 years?
Yes. the best I felt, and I could cry right now because just thinking of it, I feel like, like I said, I have a new life, and even though it's been a few days, I feel that sense of peace and emotional stability. There's not no ups and downs. It's just like, I'm fine. I'm totally fine for the first time, and I was always, even with Lexapro, if somebody threw a blanket over my emotions. When my father passed away 5 years ago, I really couldn't even cry. And whenever something happened, my best friend died last year, I couldn't cry. It was just stuck in me. And now I'm feeling like, okay, if I'm going to cry, I'm going to cry, and that's a good cry. It's not It's okay to do that. And so, I would tell the world if I could how good this laminine is.
Well, we want you to tell the world. Right now, we'll stick to the United States and California. Well, listen, thank you so much for sharing this. You know that every time we share these stories, we help somebody else, and I really appreciate your sharing your laminized story. And I want to repeat again to everybody out there, this is not a cure. This is not does not mitigate disease. We're simply introducing the body something that the body needs and help the body to heal itself. Well, with that said, thank you so much, Elena, for being on the call today. And go out and share the laminine with the world. Tell your story.
I will. Thank you, too. Bye, David.
God bless.